guys, Super Zia here, and welcome back to another video. So, as you guys all know, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Ultramoon. It's like one of my favorite games that I've been playing as of now. And I found out how to do something while playing the game that's really helpful for some people. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it. So if you're anything like me, you've played the original Pokemon Sun. I know I have, or Moon, the first game, and then now you've played Ultramoon, right? That probably means you have a lot of other save data on Pokemon Sun, and you probably have a lot of cool Pokemon on Pokemon Sun or Moon, and now you want to transfer over to Ultramoon. Well, you can using Pokemon Bank, and the only problem with Pokemon Bank is it costs money. I think about $10 to $20 for maybe a few months. And if you're anything like me, I don't want to pay any money to transfer my Pokemon from Sun to Moon. And I figured out how to transfer Pokemon from Sun or Moon to Ultra Sun or Moon without having to pay anything. Let me show you all. So before I begin this little tutorial on how to transfer Pokemon from Sun or Moon to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, without having to pay for anything or using Pokemon Bank, I need to let you know that do this with only your important Pokemon. Because as much as you can do this as many times as you want, it's a bit tedious and you'll have to give up some Pokemon. So only transfer the Pokemon that you really want to transfer over to Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun. You know, maybe like your starter team that you had, you know, maybe you want to keep that, or a legendary or rare Pokemon. Or maybe you're having trouble in Ultra Moon and you just need some backup, some good Pokemon that you had on Sun or Moon. But just be careful, because this might not work all the time, and you probably can't transfer every Pokemon you have. So with that out of the way, let's show you how to do this. So for this tutorial, all you'll need is your copy of Pokemon Sun or Moon that you want to transfer the Pokemon from. You need your copy of Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun, and you need a 3DS and Wi-Fi. You don't need two 3DSs, you only need one 3DS, and one copy of your game, one copy of the new one, and Wi-Fi. That's all you need to do this. Let's start this tutorial. Okay guys, let's start off this tutorial now. So first of all, you're going to make sure you have your copy of Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, and you'll need your Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon. And you're also going to need your 3DS. Make sure you have Wi-Fi like I do here, as you can see with the yellow light, and you're all set for this little tutorial. So let's get started. First off, you're going to want to look at the Pokemon you want to transfer. So we're going to do that. I'm going to plop in Pokemon Sun. I get into Pokemon Sun, and we are going to look at the Pokemon that we want to transfer for this tutorial on how to transfer. I'm going to go to your Festival Plaza. That's what you want to go to. And you're going to want to click GTS. And you're going to want to connect to the internet. So we're going to connect right now. Okay guys, so now we are in the GTS. We're going to go to Deposit Pokemon, okay? And we are going to go ahead and look at all these Pokemon. Look at all these guys. So you want to pick which one you want to just go ahead and trade in. You're just going to want to look at it though. Just keep it in your head and make sure you know the name. We're not going to do anything as of now, but I have a bunch of legendaries here that, you know, maybe you want to transfer a legendary, but for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be transferring any legendary. I'm just going to be transferring a normal Pokemon. So maybe Solala or Lunala, maybe Fiona, I don't know. Whatever your taste in Pokemon is. So for this video, we're just going to be putting in this guy, which is a Piplup. So we're just gonna use this as now. You can trade any Pokemon really if you want. You just need to make sure you know the name. Maybe you forget the name, so that's why I'm telling you to get into Sun. Just look at the Pokemon and know its name. So you gotta really make sure you know the Pokemon well. So we got Piplup. So just make sure you know how to spell it, because you're gonna need to spell the name of the Pokemon. So Piplup. So that's Pokemon, but maybe you want to sell someone else, you know, like Celestia. You know, just if it's a long name, you just make sure you remember it, because unless you have already beat the game and you want to transfer any Pokemon, as of now, I haven't beat the game. I just started, and so I haven't had these Pokemon in the Pokedex yet. So that's why I need to type the name in. But we're gonna use Piplup, okay? So once you know the Pokemon name, you want to have that Piplup or whatever Pokemon you need. So we're not gonna do anything else. We're just gonna leave here. We're just gonna leave the GTS as it is. You don't have to do anything with it, okay? So now that we've done that, we are now going to plop in our Ultra Moon, because now we know what Pokemon we want to transfer. So Just gonna pop this into the 3DS. Pokemon Ultra Moon. So let's get that started. So you want to open up the game now. Okay guys, at this point what you want to do is you want to go over to your GTA or whatever really you need. You just want to go over to your PC, your Pokemon bank. You want to go over there to your PC or your computer to see what Pokemon you basically have, because this is what the main important part of the tutorial is. So I'm going to go head over to this space, and we're going to go over to this area, and we're going to open this up. Okay, so at this point, in order to get your Pokemon, what you'll have to do is you'll actually have to trade in a Pokemon and ask for that Pokemon. So, I know this sounds confusing, but for this point, let's just think about it, alright? You have to really think. So, as you can see, I'm going to be using this guy as our bait and switch, which is basically what I'm going to be using to switch with the Pokemon. So, if you don't know, what I'm basically doing is I'm going to be taking the character, or the Pokemon I want from Pokemon Sun. I now own his Piplup, right? So I'm going to ask to trade this guy for a Piplup. I'm then going to plop in Pokemon Sun and trade the Piplup. That way I get the Piplup into here. Complicated, but I'll show you how. So we're going to use this guy. You want to use foreign Pokemon from Pokemon Sun, like this guy, which is Furfrou, or maybe someone that is uncatchable in Pokemon Sun, but is catchable in Pokemon Ultra Moon. If you use foreign Pokemon, it's a lot easier to search up in the GTS, and you'll also know that it's yours. So for this one, we only have a Furfrou, right? It's not very special, but we do have that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trade him. Now, I'd highly recommend you name your Pokemon. I didn't name him here, but I highly recommend naming the Pokemon. That way you just know, yeah, this is mine. This is not some random strangers I'm giving him my Pokemon, because I think it's mine. You want to make sure you nickname it, but for now, I didn't nickname it, which, you know, that's pretty bad, but then again, nobody's going to be asking for a Piplup with this guy. Okay, so once you know the Pokemon, you're then from here going to go to GTS, or in the Festival Plaza. So we're going to open the Festival Plaza up, and we're going to go to the GTS. So let me connect to the Wi-Fi here. Okay, we are in the GTS in Pokemon Ultra Moon. You're going to click Deposit Pokemon. Now you're going to go look for your Pokemon, your foreign Pokemon as recommended. So here we have Furfrou. Remember the name because you're going to be searching that up in Pokemon Sun. Because this is a foreign Pokemon, it's not going to be in the Pokedex, even if you finish the game. So Furfrou. So we're going to deposit him into the GTS. And the Pokemon you're going to ask for is the Pokemon that you want. So we're going to type in the Pokemon that we wanted to transfer into here, which is Piplup. Make sure you do not spell the Pokemon's name wrong. For now, I have Piplup, but you can have any Pokemon, really. It depends on what you want to trade in. Just for this video's sake, though, I'm putting Piplup in, since he's the smallest and easiest Pokemon. So then, nothing else, no gender, no level. You just want to have your Piplup. If you want, you can put in some of these names here, just to make sure you're like, yeah, it's me. So, for us, just to make sure we know it's us, we're going to put, I want to fill my Pokedex with other languages. And we're going to deposit the Pokemon. So you're going to click Deposit. So now the Pokemon that the Furfrou is now being deposited. So here we go. Depositing Furfrou. There he goes. And he's off. So now that we've done this, what we want to do now is, now you don't have to act fast. I've noticed that not acting fast is sort of the thing, but you kind of want to act fast, but at the same time not too fast, because then the game won't render yet. But now our Furfrou is out in the internet, the Wi-Fi. It is out there, not just in this game cartridge. It is now out in the wild. So at this point, you want to make sure you just want to save your game, and you're going to quit Pokemon Ultra Moon. I know it's pretty tedious constantly putting the cartridges in, but this is what you gotta do to get your Pokemon in there. So now we're gonna take out Pokemon Ultra Moon. So now we've done this, we've sort of just took it out. We're now going to put Pokemon Sun, and we're going to search up for Furfrou to try and find our deposited Pokemon we put in here, trade it in, and come back to Pokemon Ultra Moon and see if we got it. So we're going to come in here, just gonna, for Pokemon Sun. Okay guys, So we are now in the Festival Plaza GTS in Pokemon Sun. I got Pokemon Ultra Moon over here. So now we're going to click Seek Pokemon, Pokemon Wanted, and click What Pokemon. And we're going to search up for Frau, or whatever Pokemon you decide to use as bait. Not bait, I guess sacrifice. For Frau, we're going to click, and we're going to search with these conditions. We're going to search this Pokemon up. So now, you want to look for your Pokemon. And as you see, we found it right here. It's even got my name there. That's me. So now we are going to click this. And you can see I put with different other languages, just like how we typed in there. We're going to click this. And we're going to look for a Piplup. And there he is, Piplup. So now we're going to be sending this guy over to my account. So it's communicating. And boom. Look at that, guys. It is now being sent. We are now sending Piplup over to Pokemon Ultra Moon without having to pay for anything. He is going to be sent there without having to use Pokemon Bank or whatever. There he goes. There's our Furfrau that we sent, and here's our Piplup that we are going to Ultra Moon. And here we come back. And there he is. Our Furfrau that we had from... that we traded in is now there. And that means we sent our Piplup all the way over to Ultra Moon. And now we are done with that. Now, if you want, you can look at the Furfrau, but it didn't really matter. We were using that guy for sacrifice. What we wanted was the Piplup over to Ultra Moon. So at this point, you're going to want to exit up. You're going to exit your GTS Festival Plaza in Pokemon Sun. You're going to go up. And you're just gonna, well, first let's exit out of the game just to make sure we don't mess anything up. So now what have we done that? We're gonna pop out Pokemon Sun. We're done with this now. We're gonna put an Ultra Moon to collect our Piplup that we wanted to send over here. Okay guys, so I just entered the GTS in Pokemon Ultra Moon. So you wanna go to the Festival Plaza and you wanna go to this, Festival GTS. So we're connecting to the Wi-Fi, it's checking the data. Alright, so once you enter this GTS, it'll say your Pokemon you deposited was traded. And so we're going to click that. And there he comes. There we go, guys. There's our Piplup that we wanted into the game. So we're going to take good care of Piplup. So there we go. We got Piplup. So let's just take a look at him now. We're just going to take a look at Piplup. So there he is. So let's just go down. There's our Piplup that we sent from Pokemon Sun into Ultra Moon. Check him out. So that is how you can trade in Pokemon. You can set Pokemon from Pokemon Sun to Pokemon Ultra Moon without having to use Pokebank. So no paying. This is all free. You can just do this. You can do it right now. As of now, I'm doing it. It's working. Maybe now once I upload this video, Nintendo might patch it up. So hurry up and do what you need to do to get your Pokemon from Pokemon Sun or Moon to Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. Just be careful, and you want to make sure it's your guy. I'd recommend using a foreign Pokemon as your sacrifice, and naming the foreign Pokemon too, so you can find it when you get to Ultra Moon's GTS. But yeah, guys, that's how you do it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!